Dude, this episode's gonna get wild.
I love it. I'm be cursing.
Dude,
I'm be cursing a lot.
We already set the tone. It's allowed to curse. I just have to hit the explicit material button.
But my mom always talks shit. She's like, "Yeah, really filthy mouth." You know that?
Dude, I remember the first time my mom listened to it. She was like, "You gotta warn me. No, this is not safe for work. I can't listen to this at work." I started to, and then I was like, "What the hell?"
No, we can't blare it. Can't blare it. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Life on the Inside. I am Doey Noey.
And I'm Pecs. Welcome. And to those of you who are first-time listeners, also, welcome.
Welcome.
Home. Today, it's going to be a banger. Little note on the inside. Every morning we get together on the Zoom and our Google pages and put together our script for the day because we kind of procrastinate, but we also like to really think in the moment. Yeah, it's going to get wild. After seeing Noah, I could see him angrily typing through the notes in Google. It's going to be wild. It's going to be absolutely wild. Noah, what are we talking about today?
Today is our kind of the restaurant secret menu, if you will. That could tie into maybe something that you and the chefs have together. Maybe this is something that let your brains storm, if you will. We're just going to leave it. It's a restaurant secret menu, and we're just going to dive into some of our personal experiences and accounts of how we've eaten.
Oh, yeah.
At our own restaurants.
We've eaten good over the years. It doesn't matter where you are. Every restaurant, whether it's a nice, upscale restaurant, hole-in-the-wall, fast food, everyone's got their secret menu. We're going to talk a bit about ours. And, usually it starts because the employees get tired of the same food every day. Absolutely every day. And
Understandably.
Oh, yeah. Completely, because you're working there, you're through the grind, and I rock a lot. I'm very sorry. I need to stop rocking. I'm just I just gotta rock. But
I do a little shimmy every once in a while. Typically. So
here's the deal: the front of house works hard, back of house works hard. Everyone works hard, and we're just gonna start talking about this now because I feel like it's the most important. Is cooks, you need to take care of your staff. You need to just be nice to them. They're hungry. They're running around looking at you-know-what, staring at you-know-who, but he's so cute, though. Eminem.
So cute, though.
He's so cute, though. But, so cute, though. So you gotta take care of them. And that's also your time to shine. If they're like, I don't know what I want, make something fun for them. I used to do that all the time. Be like, I'm eating the same thing all day, every day. Hook me up. That was my favorite line was, Caleb, hook me up. Oh, bets. I'm ready to go. I will make some shenanigans.
I already see, whenever that happens, you already have a little button that kicks on some uplighting, and it's just
oh man.
At least 4-second glow.
I love it. Because I started everything in the kitchen, and I wanted to impress the servers because I was 16 and thought they were all cute. So I'm gonna make them something crazy. And yes, they were vultures and they would all eat it, but they loved it and they were happier the rest of the day. They were so much happier because you took care of them. You weren't pissy about it. You weren't. It wasn't out of your way. I was excited. You want some food? I got you. I
love that. Did it take just a whole lot of time and effort on your part to whip up this creation for these people? Was it something that just, God, is twisting your arm? I mean, to you sound excited to help these people out, and I love that.
Oh, yeah. No, I was absolutely excited every time. I remember Liz, she would always come up to me, and I made this burrito. You know what? We're going to talk about the burrito because I love this burrito. She's like, Caleb, I want that. And everyone would eat the snot out of it. I would make it for breakfast, whatever. It was kind of like the start of the day because most of them were hungover because, they're servers, and it was just greasy. So it's called the queso changa changa. Noah, have I ever told you about the queso changa changa?
This is new to me, guys. This is all new, baby.
So here's what I did. This was very, very elaborate. So take two tortillas, right? Make a quesadilla, little cheddar cheese, little pepper jack cheese, butter both sides, boom, 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 on the flat top. Got a nice little quesadilla, right? Now here's where I want to also let everyone know I invented the quesarito. Taco Bell, you owe me money. Just saying. So I took that, put it down, put some mashed potatoes. We had Asiago garlic mashed potatoes, right? Then barbecue pulled pork.
Oh,
On top of that, a little cheddar cheese, a little pepper jack cheese, Asiago cheese sauce. Okay, scallions, tomatoes, bacon. This is hefty, right? This is a hefty burrito.
I would say so.
Roll it up. You got the.
So you would make the quesadilla. So I'm picturing like 2 tortillas, cheese in the middle. It's round, and then you would put all this stuff in the middle.
Yes, in the middle, because then I wrap it. Okay, it's now wrapped. I invented the quesarito. Okay.
Yeah, you did.
So this is my quesarito back in the day. This is huge. This is a big burrito, right? So then what I did is I had to chongify it, right? I dropped it in the deep fryer. Okay. It's now a queso chonga. Take it out. I didn't stop there. I had to batter it in chicken batter, like the chicken, fried chicken, whatever.
Oh, wow.
Batter it, deep fry it again, take it out. Queso chonga. That's bad Spanish, but it doesn't matter. The chonga means it's double deep fried.
That's chonga squared for you all.
Chonga squared, right?
Smart people out there.
Then you got the cheese sauce on top, more tomatoes, more scallions, more bacon. They'd fuck it up.
Honey, whip me up some breakfast. I want a chonga case of chonga.
Yeah. It's like every time, I haven't had one in years, but like I still remember what it tastes like. The barbecue sauce in the cheese, the melty. Oh God, it was so good. And I make that like twice a week for them, and they love it. They love it.
Boy, howdy, that sounds delicious. I used to have breakfast burrito Fridays, and that's whenever I was actually doing something in my life. I had to get up at 5:30 a.m., go hit a 3 to 5 mile hike, and then lift, and then wrestle, and then I would come home and a nice breakfast burrito would be there. So I don't know what's happening around here. The chonga queso chonga
Yeah.
sound phenomenal.
Queso chonga. I think that translates to cheese fried. Fried. I think that's how I imagine it's translated, but that's bad Spanish.
I love it. That's kudos to you, dude. Kudos to you, Liz. You're blessed, and then Chi and Darnell, you're welcome. Donald, Billy, all the people who got to enjoy this blessing of a burrito. I'm jealous.
It's the one of a kind. When I make my own restaurant, it's going to be the specialty item.
Period. That's a fatty. It's a fatty. I think we need to whip up. I think we need to incorporate like some kind of barbecue themed name, because if I'm thinking you're whipping me up a chonga, I'm either thinking like we're doing chicken or we're doing ground beef.
It's fair. It's barbecue pork. That's next level.
That's a heater. That's what we call a heater.
That's a heater. I need a heater. Heater.
This leads me to kind of the segue, if you will, to it's good to get in. It's good to get in good with the chefs. Be good with the chefs. You know what I'm saying? Or chef us.
Mm-hmm.
Be good to them. Get in good with them. I think it obviously it plays out in your favor with a little common respect. I'm sure it didn't take much. I mean, you were happy to do this, to do your job and to make them happy doing your job. I think that's incredible. Back where, if I'm talking about where I made, I never cooked, but at my first serving job, things were a little lax there. It is the same place where the grown man had the alligator released into Big Creek and would drink tons of pitchers of Coors Light. And same place. So once I figured out, I didn't do this day one, but I slowly just watched these people walk to the back. Like, people have been there a while. I'm talking cooking ribeyes, like what have you, dude. They would just go and make their own food. Ribeyes is a stretch. It wasn't all the time, but I did see it happen. And I was like, all right. So I would do a sweet chili Santa Fe chicken salad. We already had the Santa Fe. I just made it into the sweet chili Santa Fe. I would go probably grab 5 or 6 chicken strips. Usually 2 come on it. Deep fry. We would go ahead and whip up our salad. We had our, basic romaine. There was like a salsa ranch dressing it went with. Sometimes I just go regular ranch with the sweet chili and the salsa ranch. Sometimes didn't mesh well, but this case, the salsa ranch, you have the basic tomato. You finish it off with some crispy, tortilla chips for the crunch. And then you take this whopping mound of chicken strips, toss them in some sweet chili, and just lay awake, delicious. I made that every single time I went in. I'm sorry for the amount of food that I literally just would take and not ring in. It's a two-way street. Somewhere in management, I think we should have stepped in and said, this is not okay. But again, I did it and would happily do it again because that was a bomb-ass salad. Also, the cheesy breadsticks. We had served cheesy breadsticks that are like yay big, filled with cheese, and we just had to umpteenth them out, and they would always refill, and they went out with like entrees and salads. So better believe your boy had a secret stash of marinara, and I would just be running back. Wash my hands, of course.
Yeah, always wash your hands. Duh. We haven't said that in a while. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. We haven't said it in a while. We got to remind people to wash their hands.
Still got to.
You got
Still got to do that.
And that's just like, I'm sure everyone that works in a restaurant has their item, their thing. Whether that be a modification of sorts or put some things together. The McGangbang secret menu, someone made sometime and became popular. Just saying. That's a secret menu item. It's not really secret because everyone knows it, but it's not on the menu, and it's fun. It's a fun thing having that secret menu that only your restaurant has. I know we're part of a corporation. We've got a bunch of stores. I'm sure every store has their own thing. Like everyone in that store has like their thing that they do. Whether that be like a modification. My new thing is the chick parm sandwich. That thing's hella good. Making a little chick parm sandwich. And the regulars. I think the regulars also determine the secret menu because they come in so much and they make their own items. And at that point, you can get pissy about it or you can run with it and be like, I want to make a new masterpiece, This is going to be my thing that I make for this person every time they come in. And that's the way, like, when I cooked, there was always that one guy. It's like, I want my salad this way with the thing and the stuff and the thing. And it came to the point where it was just like, this salad, see Caleb. Like, I just knew. Like, all right, that's my salad. That's my salad. And eventually, I actually put it on the lunch special. It was a lunch special for a while. And the dude came in, he was so pumped. He's like, that's my salad on the lunch special. I'm like, yeah. It's so good. I wanted to share it with everybody, So it can be done like that, and just taking pride in that and just saying like, hey, I want to do this. I'm going to do it the best. It's going to be awesome for you, the guest.
Don't get pissy, man. Don't get pissy. Your job is to make food. And I'm not going to run down that tunnel quite yet because I need to let my blood simmer just a little bit. So I'm really able to provide you with how I really feel. We had a little secret at my brewery in Hayes. It was on the menu for forever and ever, and then they took it off, and it was a patty melt, just a basic patty melt, sourdough bread, Thousand Island, mushrooms, onions, and a thick-ass half-pound patty. But it was on the menu, so whenever the people come in, they're like, man, I just don't really know. I don't really know what I want. I'm like, well, do you like this? Do you like this? You like this and this? You do like Thousand. You got to try the patty melt. You got to try the patty melt. And the chefs weren't shitty about it. They all knew how to make it. It was just something that had come and gone, and they did their job. They did their job.
Right. And we have, even at the bar, we have that one regular that comes in wanting that one drink that we don't make anymore. We have all the parts to make it.
Right.
And we just make it for it because you know what? You're a regular. That's your drink. We're going to make it for you, and we're going to be happy about it. Like, I'll see her come in and be like, start it, because I know that's what she's going to get.
Right.
Period. And it's just one of the things, just going a little, I don't even think it's above and beyond, but for some people, going above and beyond, doing what you can for that guest to make them a regular. Like, I don't feel it's going above and beyond, but it's just doing your job.
For sure.
Just taking care of them.
And there is a small bit of me apprehension, if you will, that sometimes not with that drink. I know exactly who and what we're talking about, but the only way I could see that a chef is not willing to do this if it jeopardizes the quality of the dish. You know, if it's something that, you know, changes all. I've never heard anybody just say no, but that's something I always hear, like, oh, then it's just not even the same. It's like, well, who wants it? Are you eating it?
Right. It's not
our
for
guest
you.
one. Right.
It's not for you. Is it hard to make it, or is it just different?
Right. It's different.
It's different.
You're intelligent enough to know how to do it. You know how to do it. You're just being.
Usually it's spelled out on the ticket. It's spelled out for you. Usually. Because I'm a stickler for that. Just put everything on the ticket.
Mm-hmm.
Servers, when you have modifications and they're making their own thing, just put it all in the ticket. Yep. And go ask your chef or your cook, whatever they want to be called. Just ask them, hey, how do you want me to ring this in?
And then double check with them. Say, hey, chef, this is that bizarre order that the lady at table 3, does this look good to you? Are there any questions? You know, right. verbal, comms.
Oh my God. That's been the talk of the week is comms. Comms.
Communication. Over communicate, people. Comms. I'm going to take it with me.
Oh, dude, I love it.
I'm going to be yelling Friday night dinner service. Where are comms at?
Where are comms? Like, oh man.
Anymore? I'm going to say comms. You know?
I love it. Dude,
straight up.
No more. Oh God, I'm so on this boat.
I'm starting to perspirate a little bit.
I am too. I am too.
Heated.
Oh God, oh man. I got my coffee. I got my big cup, my Star Wars cup.
Big cup. So before I get into what really irks me about the secret menu life and unable to perform basic duties of your job, which it entails in the description, I had one other place whenever I first started managing that they were pretty tight on our comps, and we had a certain amount that we could spend every single day. So I got creative. I would come in, and I knew I could spend up to like $15 to $18 if I wanted something. I mean, sure, they wouldn't really trip, but you can't order a filet every night, you know? So I'd come in, I would get two kids' meals at the jump. I would do a chicken rice and a steak veggie. And my boy AJ, he's like, we stir frying it? I said, you fucking believe we're stir frying it. And he wanted to do that. He already knew what I was about. I was going for strictly quantity because at the time, trying to put on the gains. Trying to give him the gains and trying to put on the gains. But, you know, the chef was super happy. It wasn't too tough. It was usually 4:30, not a whole lot going on in the restaurant. He see that ticket come in, he's like, stir fry? He could just look at me and be like, give me the point. And I'm like, which reminds me of this jabroni who used to come in. I lived in a smaller town, smallish college town. I've said it many times, Hayes, America. This dude would come in. He was someone in the I think pharmaceutical sales, somewhere in the medical field. He would come in. He would invite anywhere from 6, we'll say like 12 to 20 people. And this dude would pull me over, fly as hell, thought he was cooler than cat's meow, the cat's pajamas, if
cat's
you will.
Pajamas, yeah.
And he would say, all right, now, listen, man. Now, I'm going to pick up some of these people's meals. And whenever they walk in, look at me, and I'm going to point to them, and I'm going to give you I'm going to give you a this. So I'm like, okay, man. So you're literally telling me that I have to watch my entire section. Then I have to watch all 16 of these people walk in separately, look at you, give them and I have to give a little tally. But you know who didn't screw the pooch? Fucking this guy. But dude, people crazy. That was just one of those things. I'm just like, you're wild. You think that this is wild, dude. This is crazy. First of all, that's kind of dickish. Okay, you're gonna pulled in, and it was always like he's like taking care of the attractive ladies, and obviously the dudes are paying for themselves. I'm just like, what's going on? This is so weird, so weird. But every time that dude came in, I knew what he was about. I knew what was gonna happen, so I was just like, I set my mind right. You could either fight it and talk shit on him, which I did, called him a douche, and I ran with it, gave him great service, and got it done. So I don't know where I kind of got off.
I don't know what that was about, but I liked it.
This dude, fly as hell, swaggy McSwag, coming in smelling like $1 million. But just people try not to do that. Try not to be like that, Or if you do, how about we have a little more discreet thing than you sitting back going, it's just crazy. It was wild, dude. I felt so uncomfortable doing this. But anywho, neither here nor there.
Uh-oh. He's about to blow up.
Man. Yep. So, I would like to just speak on this is a troubling and always has been a very troubling thing for me.
I'm gonna start a prologue here. It's a little before, okay?
Please.
You can have your front of house versus back of house, but it's not good. It's not good for the team. It's not. You don't want that versus. You want to be one cohesive unit. And what Noah's about to talk about is that that us versus them mentality and how our time is more important than your time.
Right. And it drives a wedge. It drives a wedge that I immediately rip out from that door and smash into a million pieces. Just hammer it down because it's bullshit. Anyways, let me dive in. Let me dive in. So I work at a place where with more chefs. I consider them chefs for sure. They know a lot about the culinary art. And their time in times where I don't see as I'm understanding. I get it. I get how the flow of a restaurant goes. But sometimes it just seems like it's pulling teeth to get something made for me, for the staff. So obviously, we're not going to have staff or upper staff management ordering food in the middle of a rush, right?
Sure.
But it's your job to cook fucking food, man. It is your job. Whether you don't think it's inopportune, whether you just got crushed for 6 hours, because if you got crushed for 6 hours straight, you know who also got crushed? Homies out there delivering that delicious food. The front of the house. The FOH. The FOH. So don't be mad whenever we just went through an extremely busy dinner rush, and now we have come to the point where we have slowed down and people are hungry. If you work, I don't even care. You have to work 8 hours. Dude, I eat every 2 to 4 hours.
Oh, dude, I'm a grazer. Hell yeah.
I'm a grazer. I'm either bored or I'm hungry. Don't say you can serve delicious food and beer and you're not going to want one of those. Unless you don't drink alcohol. Fantastic. What, do you tell me you don't eat food? No. People get hungry. So I'm sorry if you decided to cut your kitchen staff at 8:30 on a Monday night, and because it was slow. Kudos to you for watching labor. Now 2 of my staff members want to eat, and then we just got a 9 o'clock rush for a late push, and you're throwing a fit, and you're pushing people's tickets back because of priority. Sure, take care of those guests, those paying customers, but guess who is paying for their food as well?
The staff. Every time.
The staff is.
And it's one of those, why are you trying to make a big deal out of it? Just like, hey, just treat it like you're making food. It's not like you're getting anything out of the ordinary. They're not trying to get any secret menu shit.
Right.
Some French fries and a small salad or something. It's not hard, and when they see that, when they see you acting a fool back there, what are they going to think? They're not going to want that camaraderie like we were just talking about.
Right.
It becomes that us versus them because it's such a big deal for you to make that food for them. And it just creates a toxic dynamic. It's so toxic because
I completely agree. It does. It absolutely drives a wedge. I mean, I'll never get past it. I don't have a choice if you get off now. I know it doesn't apply necessarily here, but everywhere else I've worked, people were allowed to drink at their establishment. Sure, you don't want to drink at a bar? Grab a booth, have your nightcap, and go home. They're still paying for it. So you're trying to tell me that I work in a place where they are allowed to join my bar, and I have other guests ordering drinks. So I'm going to push your ticket 30 minutes back. Are you going to stay? Are you going to be happy? Are you going to want to come back and enjoy that? No, you're pushing away simple dollars. These dollars are still coming in. They're still moving in. So it just absolutely it drives me up the wall. It's happened to me because I might not have gone and asked, hey, is it okay if I put in food? Motherfucker, I just checked the ticket line. You have nothing going on. And because it says NK, you're going to push my shit back. All right, I'm going to negative food that, and you can eat it on your comp line. And don't put it past me. I've done it multiple times where people want to push my shit back, and it's 30 minutes down the road. I usually fit on a pretty tight schedule.
Yeah.
I usually fit on something that it doesn't really work around my schedule, you know? So I get the question, why can't they eat before they come? Dude, we have some shifts that run in anywhere between short 3 hours to 10-hour shifts.
Getting there at 8 in the morning for an event, 6 in the morning for an event, there till 1 in the morning at night. Like, it's the service industry. We don't work 9 to 5.
It's a give and take. I think it's such a give and take. And if you're constantly taking, you want it your way, it'll never, ever, 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 ever vibe. Ever.
And my biggest deal that I've always tried to work for, it's something that Jesse really put into me. It's I want to work where I want to hang out. You know, I want to, if I go into work on my off day, you know, I don't want to be at work, but I know we got damn good food. I know we have a cool environment. If I go in, I want to be able to hang out there without being scrutinized, you know? And that comes with during the week when I'm working. You know, I don't want to be scrutinized because, you know, I want to enjoy my job a little bit with some food, you know?
Absolutely.
And it comes down to everybody. You know, if you're scrutinizing them, you're creating that toxic environment, no one's going to want to hang out, which means no one's going to want to be excited about where you work, which means you're not going to be making as much money.
For sure. Plus that like word of mouth, like, again, it doesn't apply here because we're not, you know, we're not allowed to drink at our establishment because some people, yes, have ruined that for others. Those people are not a part of our program or, you know, our situation anymore. But again, it's not up to me. I don't make those rules, but it's your job. You know, it's simply your job, but I've some ways around this.
Ooh,
okay.
Yes.
I've got some loopholes, people. Write it down, tat it on your body. This is what I do. Okay. Saturdays are a tough day for me where I really run into this situation where the chefs are pushing back my food or don't want to just simply make it. So, you know, Saturdays are a little weird. It starts out a little slow and then we get a big ass push from like 1 to 3 when most people in the restaurant industry are dying down. Yeah, maybe you already did a food audit with our chefs and sure, I'm tied it over there. We get through that rush. We get punched in the face. Now I'm having to, it's 4:00. My wife goes to work and works nights. I have to take care of the baby. I have a pretty cut and dry. Like Saturdays are a tough day for me to finagle anytime. I gotta stay on that approach. And in our line of work, you know that hiccups come up and things that push you back and set you back those 5 to 15 minutes at a time. It adds up.
Yeah,
You're trying to run away. Hey Noah, can I get a swipe?
Oh,
hey, Noah, you're like
side note.
I have fucking $3,000 of money in my hands. You don't see this? I have to go grab another one.
Side note. There's more than one manager, guys. There's more than a Noah. There's more than a me. Mm-hmm. If you see us in our Jordans and our T-shirts and we're trying to get out the door with our backpacks, do not ask for a swipe. Mm-hmm. Find someone else.
My favorite, and they try to play it off. It's like they see you. We're not in our normal attire, and they're like, "Hey, can I get a swipe? Oh, you're leaving right now." Yeah. I am. No, you can't get a swipe. They play it off like they want you to be like, oh, no, I got you. Like,
I leave my card in the office now. I don't carry it on me. I leave it in the office. I don't have my card. I don't have it.
Do that for 2 reasons. One, for the reason of, not losing it because they're actually pretty pricey. And 2, for the staff who wants to bother me on my way out. Okay.
We have lives too, guys. Sorry for the side note, but we do.
And and sadly, our lives consist of the 2 extra days we get off a week outside of our 60-hour work week. So we do appreciate your understanding on this.
Yep.
We do. So back to how I get around this, this lovely antic of, just not feeling like my food. I put in damn good time, much more time. We put in much more time than the hourly staff. Obviously. Now you're still going to treat me like you treat the rest of them. Sadly, buddy, I am on a different I am on a different level than other people. You don't have the option to push my shit down the road. So again, back to how I finagle this. That's where the secret shopper comes in. Okay. Ooh. My ass, about 5:30, I'm rushed. I know I got to leave in roughly 27 minutes to make it home just in time to slap hands with my wife and take my lovely, lovely, beautiful little girl and continue our night. So my ass calls a bar, usually in a random hillbilly accent. I'm like, hey, how you doing? No, how you doing, sir? I'm like, yeah, I like the place that you go order. And, I ramble off. I'm usually picking up food for, maybe soup. I might take home some food to the wife because I did say, yes, I will feed you whenever that was a deal. I shook her hand whenever I came back to this place. And I was like, I'm going to feed you. I'll get you fed. It's the least I can do for being gone and you raising my child 5 days a week by yourself. So yeah, I'm like, hey, I'll finagle this system. And if my food's not ready, I know our timing standards. And if it's not ready, better believe, and especially if you're doubling my timing standard, it's getting negative food, people. It will show on your comp line and you can talk to your head chef or chef about it. So yeah, the random hillbilly accent, or I'll do the young female. Hey, how y'all doing? Okay, yes, I would like this. They don't know shit. It's funny as hell to see the bartender's reaction when I walk up, scoop up that food, and they're just like, now they're kind of catching on. They're like, oh, it's Tina again? Okay, sure. Sure.
And no, because y'all do the same thing. Like, you guys do the same thing. I know what you guys do. My favorite, we have one employee. She works most every morning. She puts it on just somewhere not sad at all. And it's usually to go. It's like a kid's pizza for like her kid or something. She eats it. She munches on it. And it's always like, I'll go through like, that's not even sad. I know that's for you, but I'm not going to say shit.
Just a random table. I've seen that. And I've seen chefs literally come out and see just because they don't want to make the food.
They do.
You have time to come out and check to see if the guest is there and you don't want to make a kid's cheese pizza?
I see that. Like, I'm so mad that our maps are like so accurate because I make them. Thank you very much. And they just look. They're like, that table 3 is not set. Who shit is this? Do that. They do.
You're like, you wasted more time and effort coming out to try to solve the world's biggest mystery on who ordered food from your food establishment to do your job. We've said it so many times. Just do your job.
And now we've crossed boundaries here. We've crossed to the back of house because you guys sometimes piss us off too.
Bro, I'll be your best friend.
I will.
Think I'm not working. I'm going to run every bit of food. You want me? I'm your right hand man.
Oh, yeah.
All I'm asking you to do is your job, people.
Feed the staff.
You want to bring in 7 of your family members on a Sunday brunch. 7 times 2, 140, carry the 1. That's about $180 meal.
But do I care? No.
No. Do we take care of it?
We take care of it.
Do you, hopefully you tip appropriately. I'm not really even going to touch on that. But, sometimes you just do your job. The last thing I love to add about the secret shopper is guess who gets the complimentary cookies and breadsticks? Old Jackson from South Florida just visiting. Or old Tanya, who just stopped in for her new meal. That's right, people. If you don't want to help me out, I guess I will cost you more money. And you can give me all the amenities that you should give everyone. Why that doesn't happen in the first place, I'm sorry that our worth is not worth it to you. To give me a fucking couple cookies or simply cook my food. This is a touchy one because I was like butting heads. And it's gotten better.
It has gotten better.
It's gotten so much better.
This was a while ago that this was really going down. We've gradually merged since then. Every morning I go make myself breakfast. We have a good time. Everyone's nice, happy, cheerful. It's been better. There's still a couple that like to freak out, but it's much better.
I take notes from my brother here. Because I was on the other end. I was like, okay, sure. We can do this. We can do this, my friend. Some may say I'm stubborn. I am, as a mule. And if you want to fight these You pick your battles. People in life, pick your fucking battles, because it's not about, dude.
Hashtag server tip of the month.
Through marriage especially, it has literally taught me to just pick my battles. And typically I don't pick any battles because I'm getting picked enough. The battles are coming to me.
They are. The battles are coming.
Goodness.
Whew. Whew.
I'm gonna check my heart rate quick.
Yeah, is it good? Good heart rate?
It's up.
It's up.
It's elevated. It's elevated.
I think mine is too. Damn.
It's elevated. But it is. People just do the right thing. Do your job, man. We're all working together. At the end of the day, we are a team, and that's the aspect it needs to be. I'm sorry that it was a little inopportune timing for you, but don't think about just you. Think about these other people. Some people have to be places. Some people have families. We have overall, not so much a kitchen staff, but front of house. Like it's typically younger singles, family, just him and her kind of thing. So I just don't think that we're really opening up our eyes to maybe what's going on around us. And that's twofold, man. I do the same. We're human, but just do your job, man. Cook your food.
We're putting on a t-shirt, dude. I'm going to make them today. It's going to be a laugh on the inside. Hashtag do your job. Maybe I'll put it on the back. I don't know. I'll make a few.
I love it. Can I have I want to put a number on the back of mine if we can.
That's
throw up some numbers and maybe some
numbers. We can make some jerseys. Hashtag jerseys. I'm doing that today.
Dude, that'd be so freaking awesome. Let me know how much they cost. I'm getting one.
I will. So that's it always happens. We always start so on topic, and then we get to everything we despise.
Mm-hmm.
Every show. It's kind of our thing now.
We got to know. We got to let you know. We got to let you know what is a frustrating time for us. And obviously, this started out as just the secret menu,
Yeah.
And then somehow it derailed to how I hate when someone can't do the job
Again, every time.
Where we go
ends on do your job. Every single show. Do your job. So we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna hit that server tip of the week, and I want to start with mine. It's going to be a terminology, a definition for you: chef versus cook. So here's how I see it: a chef, they know the menu, they make the menu, they usually go to school for it. They're calling the shots, they're running the expo line, right? Getting all the food out, doing the finishing touches. The cook, which is the category I always like to fall into, are the guys putting in the work, the guys that are going to take care of you, the guys that are going to make that secret menu for you, the guys that are going to want to take care of you, the guys that are there prepping the food, making the food, just back there in the dirt. So
I love it.
Make friends with your cooks,
not chefs,
not your chefs, because your cooks are going to take care of you.
Do what the chef says.
Yes,
but make friends with the cook. That rings heavy, bro. That rings super heavy. Getting good with the cooks.
The cooks.
And abide by the chef's law.
Yes, that. 10 out of 10 that.
And the law. My server tip of the week. The law of physics, people. Listen, you're carrying a tray. You see? First of all, you need to think about how you are aligning your glasses. You don't want to put 4 right here. You don't want to put them on each corner. It makes it a little wobbly. So you go to deliver it. If you take a big 22-ounce fluid ounce plus the glass off the left side, bloop, that right side will inevitably, bloop. These are the laws of physics, people. Don't spill glasses on people because you're an idiot. I don't even know physics, but I know that shit will happen. Has it happened to me? Sadly, yes. My first serving job, I did this exactly. And most of the time that I'm telling you, hey, don't be the jackass, I came up with I know this guy. His name's Hohen. I know it's a weird name. It's actually Hayon. It's Creole, Creolean, Haitian maybe. Okay. His name is Hayon. And the dude has messed up overall. He does well learning from his mistakes, and he learned from the laws of physics when he dropped a 22-ounce blue moon on a child. So learn from Hayon.
It happens. Orientation, I always say, pay attention to your surroundings. You don't want to drop a Bud Light on Little Susie because Little Susie's parents going to get pissed.
Mm-hmm.
I say it because it happens.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it. Don't.
Mm-hmm.
Learn from your mistakes. Abide by the laws of physics. With that, I like to put the beers in the middle because, you know,
Too.
it's right there on your hands. Light stuff, shots on the outside, heavier things in the middle. Easier to counterbalance. You can take a shot off. It's not gonna tip. Heavy shit in the middle, light shit on the outside.
Just figure it out, people. Figure out your jive, but use a tray, okay? If you, for some reason you have a table of 4 and you can only carry 3 glasses, so you're not gonna use a tray because you're scared of a tray, you suck. Figure it out.
Figure it out. Be a student of your craft. We said it last episode.
Figure it out.
Tell your friends about the show, you know? We say a lot. We said it last time. We say things here. We say things there. Also putting on a t-shirt. We say things everywhere. Let them know.
That's like Dr. Seuss in this bitch.
I know. You know how I feel about Dr. Seuss. I love that Dr. Seuss. You know, find us on your favorite podcast apps, on the YouTube if you want to see our faces. I shaved. He still got a sweet mustache. Subscribe to everything so you know when we drop. Emails at lifeinsidecast@gmail.com, and find all of our links on lifeontheinside.buzzsprout.com or Facebook. It's on Facebook too. I just realized that. I put it all together and just realized that everything's on Facebook too.
Nice.
So there you go. With that, I'm Pecs.
Doey Noey.
Until next time.